Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a repair video for Miss Marina. As you can see, this is our wind damaged shingle. It's lifting shingle. Get a closer look at the creases. I know it's a little harder to see, but you can see right there. You can see the creasing across there. Definitely can see this one. Get a closer look. Yep, wind lifted shingle. Alright, it is 61 degrees today. We're working on the right slope. Let's get a quick view of the workspace area. I am by myself today, so I got my tripod and my extra shingle. Let's take a look at the roof before we get started. Got some missing dragon teeth over here. Another missing dragon teeth. Where you can see the granular loss is tremendous on this side. A lot of creasing over here. Got some corner pieces missing. Alright, now that we took a look at her roof, let's go ahead and get started on the repair. Make sure I got a good setup for you guys. That should be good. Alright, so before I get started, I know this is my wind damaged shingle. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mark the ends of the shingle. So I know my shingle ends here. So I'm gonna have to unseal this one and this one. Let me go ahead and do that. Mark that, make my life a little bit easier. And then since this one ends here as well, and I'm gonna have to do this one as well as this one. So that's what I'm gonna be unsealing. That's my workspace area. So you got our wind damage shingle already. Let's go ahead and start unsealing. Oh, almost forgot. Let me show you guys my tools. So I got my standard crowbar, P-hook on the end, real thin. This is what we're going to be using to actually cut into the shingles, cut away from the tar line. We're not going to be using this roof snake. As you can see, the end of it is very large and will end up piercing the shingles, doing more damage than good. But we are going to be using this tool to nail it back in. Here's another quick side by side. You can see this is real thin. You can see this is much larger, able to cut the shingle. And then we also have our hammer that we're going to be using to actually nail the shingle back into place. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I got my crowbar. Go ahead. Notice I keep my palm down as I cut away from the tar line, and I'm just going to go in real gentle. We are conducting this repair on the lowest point possible on the slope. Alright, so that's up. Seen a little mat transfer. Nothing too crazy. Next shingle. Again, I keep my palm down. Keep pressure. And the reason I keep pressure on the shingle, just so I don't cut into the shingle, make tears that you just can't repair. Like to keep nice and steady pressure. That way I'm able to just go in real smooth and cut away at the tar line. Okay, so we got that one. Check for mat. Seeing a little bit of mat. Last two shingles. right. Last shingle. Palm down, fingers up as I cut away. And that is our last shingle. So now that we got our shingles removed, let's go, well, not shingles removed, shingles unsealed. Let's go ahead and start by conducting this repair. Now this is my workspace area. So I'm gonna be going from right to left. So let's see. Just lifting the shingle up no more than 30 degrees. As you can see, I got my thumb on the shingle I'm working on, fingers up in the air as I lift up. Just enough to see where the nail is. Press in. I go in with one hand, so it doesn't allow me to lift the shingle up more than I need to. Just very slightly, just enough to see where the nail is. All right, let's go in for the next one. Fingers up, look for the nail. Press in. I'm using just enough force to get the nails out. As you can see, I had to press in a little bit just because it was being stubborn. But the nail is right there. I go one-handed. Let's see what's keeping this up right now. Oh, another nail. So it's just the material that bursts through when I pop the nail out. All right, so looks like that's it for that shingle. Let's go on to the next one. Getting fingers up in the air. Got my thumb lifting up the shingle I'm working on, never the same shingle. B is only 2 nails. I'm not seeing any more. It looks like there's only 2 nails for that row. All right, let's go to the next row. Shingle ends here. Got the nail right there. Go in one-handed. Pop that out. This is the only way to do this, just so you don't lift the shingle up more than 40 degrees, increasing it. So it's gonna keep taking my time, make sure I get all the nails out without lifting up the shingle more than I necessarily have to. All right. And again, going in there one-handed, using just enough pressure to pop the nails out. Got my one thumb on the shingle, lift it up no more than 30 degrees. Find the nail, press down, and just take it out one-handed again. Could be one more nail. Let's double check. Looks like that's everything. That's everything. Yeah. All right, so now that we got our wind damage shingle, go ahead and take a closer look. So there's a bit of matte transfer like I did mention earlier. You can see our wind damage shingle. I know the creases are a little harder to see. Yep. You can see the creasing at the top. All right, so let's go ahead and get our replacement shingle. Make sure the video's still good. Yep, you can see everything. We're still recording. Got our replacement shingle now, so we can finish up with this repair. So it appears that this replacement shingle actually doesn't fit. Yeah, it's overlapping. And these are our most up-to-date current shingles. It's just overlapping, it doesn't fit. So clearly this isn't the right shingle for the job. And again, this is the most up-to-date shingles that they have right now. So we're gonna have to go ahead and put our old shingle. All right, so we got our old shingle back in place. Now we're gonna go ahead and use our roof snake to put the nails back in place as well. Now the beauty of this tool allows me to lift the shingle no more than 30 degrees. So I just place a nail right here. And I just place it right where I need to put the nails to get the shingle in. I'm gonna be putting it in new holes, and I will also be putting in the dragon's teeth. That is the strongest point of the shingle. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Go in there, finish it off. Again, I lift the shingle up, fingers up in the air, thumb on the shingle I'm working on, just enough to get the tool underneath it. Once I get that tool underneath, make sure everything is straight. I pop it out a little bit, and I just top it off. I am seeing a bit of granule loss from putting these nails in. As you can see, I'm taking my time. I'm not lifting up higher than I need to. Just enough to get the tool in, and I'm hammering just enough to make sure the nail gets through the decking. This nail went in a little bit of an angle. Get another nail. All right, so that's the first row. Let's go ahead and get started with the second row. I'm gonna do a little bit less chatting and just finish up with the nails. Thank you guys for taking the time out to watch the video. That one went in a bit of an angle as well. Not to pop that out. Yeah, it's just bent. I'm not really sure why they keep going in at an angle in that spot. Let me switch to the other dragon tooth. Yeah, make sure we're flush. Oh, flush. Last two nails. Completely slipped out. Still straight though. Another one at an angle. Thing. Last nail. All right. So now that we got all our nails in, go ahead and take a closer look. And like I did say, I did see a bit of granule loss from removing this shingle. Well, conducting the repair. So let's go ahead and take a look. Get a closer look. All right. So this was our wind damage shingle. You can see we have the creasing at the top. And then as you can see, these are the shingles that we unsealed the conductor repair. So you can see creasing up there. Go ahead and mark that for you. See up here, 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 here. See some creasing here, 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 as well as here. Let's get a closer look at that. So you can see the creasing. And this is the direct result from conducting the repair. Up close, honey. But yeah, this is the direct result from conducting the repair. Just ended up doing more harm than good on the roof. And as you can see, I didn't lift the shingle up more than I had to, just enough to get the tool in and do my job properly. But this is just a direct result from what we did during our repair. And we also had some creasing here as well. Let me mark that. Alright. So like I said, this was at the most lowest point that we can do this. If we continue to push repairs upwards, we're just going to be running into the same issue. So let's do good by Miss Marina and get her a full roof replacement. Otherwise, we're just going to keep running into these issues. We're going to be doing more harm to the shingles than good. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching. You guys have a blessed day.